Hey everyone, Max Power 10 here, and I have some more shooting tips. This is an actual follow-up to a video I did earlier. I've had some questions and people asked me to kind of get a little more detail in some of the tips I provided in an earlier video. And, I'm an average Call of Duty player. I'm not someone who's going to go into a free-for-all game and go 30-0. I enjoy playing Call of Duty. I like to kick the Xbox on for a half hour, 45 minutes at night. But I don't enjoy getting raped by a bunch of shit-talking 11-year-olds. So I know my limitations. They're going to be faster, more accurate than I am. So hopefully through some good tactics and smart gameplay and working with my teammates, I can be victorious in the game. If you're someone that can grab an assault rifle and kill everybody in the game several times, then I envy you. But if you're more like me and an average player, there's some things you can do to try to give yourself an advantage, and, hopefully these tips will help you. Earlier I mentioned, in an earlier video, I mentioned using the left analog stick to aim, and what I mean by that is, by centering a person in the screen with the left analog stick, you're actually moving. So, as opposed to standing still and just using the right analog stick. So you see here, I'm going to just move and get this person in the middle of my screen here. I pull back just to get the person lined up, as opposed to just using the right one where I'm more standing still. So now I'm a moving target and harder to kill. If you break the game down to encounters, it's the face-to-face encounter where you see enemy at the same time. To be real successful in the game, you want to put yourself in a position where you see the enemy first or the enemy never sees you. You want to avoid the enemy seeing you first or never seeing the enemy. And how you handle those face-to-face encounters can really have a difference in whether or not you maintain a kill streak or you live and die. So, first things, always try to reposition yourself if you see an enemy. Just don't attack head-on. If you're someone that can gun down 9 people out of 10 times, then great. But if you can't, reposition yourself. If you're sniping, you want to try to quick scope. Other tactics can include, using your knife, using grenades, drop shotting. You should try to find a tactic that's decent for you. So here, I'm getting shot at. I'm going to try to reposition myself, and that's the best thing. Just staying up there, I'm going to die. Here I die anyways, but at least you give yourself some type of an advantage. A drop shot, use a tactical button layout, and basically you're going to go prone when shooting. Makes you a harder target to hit. Like I said, always, here, like I shoot, miss, move, shoot. And here I hit him. And he did the same thing. He shoots and he moves. He actually jumped there to try to get me to miss. If you're sniping, you actually want to stand still when you take your shot as opposed to moving. If you're moving, you're a little bit less accurate. So someone shooting at you, just try to stand still and be as accurate as you can and take that shot. Get killed with the AC-130. I respawn here and you can see same thing. Someone's coming. I'm just going to stand still and shoot. One way to improve your gameplay is try to play mercenary or team deathmatch and really focus on a 1-to-1 kill-death ratio. Just control your movements and constantly know where your enemy is and where your teammates are. Here I'm playing with Archon and Halo, and in this game we actually want to take the northwest. This is a team deathmatch game where we want to take the northwest part of the map. So we're actually going to move using squad-type tactics and coordinated movements to help us achieve that positioning. So I'm using my grenade. Here's an example of using the left trigger a little bit to put that guy in my sights. And now, I'm waiting for my teammates to get back to me. So I'm holding the position, I'm looking at the map, I'm waiting for my teammates, and we're going to try to push up together. Earlier I had a recon plane or UAV that I waited to call in. Once my teammate had a airstrike, I called it in, he called it his airstrike. So here I die, so when I respawn, I catch up to my teammates. I can see Halo facing one way. I want to face the opposite way, looking to see where he's positioned himself. I'm going to guard the other way. I don't want to face the same way. That doesn't make sense, and then you have somebody's got their back open. So they push up. Again, we're moving together. Squad, kind of spread out. One moves forward, one moves left, one moves right, one checks to back. I see him go down. I take out the enemies there. I'm calling the UAV and I'm watching that. They're trying to get into that blue building up on the right. So I'm letting them go forward and I'm staying behind. And I can see on the UAV that there's someone that looks like they're going to flank us. I want to make sure I stay back to take that person out so he doesn't shoot my teammates in the back as they try to clear that building out. So I'm just waiting for him. And just using a UAV, throwing the grenades. I see him up there. He comes around the corner, I eliminate him. And then they've gotten that obstacle clear, so they got that blue building clear. We're probably going to hold up there for the rest of the game. It's a high point. It's a good position in this map, and I'm going to catch up to them. So, work with your teammates if you have friends that you play around with a lot. Work with them and try to identify how you move throughout a map and how do you attack a point and how you defend a point. And that'll give you some advantage over just the people going randomly. Always position yourself based on the teammate in front of you. I mean, the guy in front of you doesn't have eyes in the back of your head, so you should adjust to him, or at the very least ask him to move left or right or forward or back or whatever. So here I see the skull and crossbone, so I know a guy goes down, my teammate goes down, somebody's in that cave, so throw a grenade. Nothing to shoot at, throw another one. Take this out. Now Argon's in front of me, so I'm going to reposition myself because it doesn't make sense for me to stand 3 feet behind him. Because I avoid the double kill with the grenade. Guy comes out here, just a quick scope, and finish him off with my machine pistol. So reposition based on the guy who's in front of you, and don't expect the guy in front of you to move. Don't let the other teammates have the power positions in the map. I mean, there's certain positions up high in buildings or places where they can shoot down at your teammates from, and you want to make sure you don't let them sit there because they're going to rack up the kills and call them the kill streak. So here, like using the barrels for cover. I come out this door. There's a guy up top that shoots me down. He'll end up staying up there the whole game if somebody doesn't go after him, and he'll get his Predator missile and a Harrier and a Pavlov, and you don't want that to happen. So I'm very big on revenge kills, and especially people that are getting to these positions of the map where you just, they can dominate from. So I run back in there and take them out. Identify your own weaknesses and try to play from free-for-alls, like if, maybe a knife only or pistol only or whatever weapons or tactics. I mean, if you're trying to learn how to drop shot, go in a free-for-all and just drop shot the whole game. Or go in a free-for-all and just try to knife the whole game. Challenge yourself to try to get better at specific tasks. If you're weak with your secondary weapon, weak with a shotgun, free-for-all games are great to try to just, the more you practice, you better are. Here you can see, lead the target a little bit. One of the things you want to do is start to analyze your deaths, kind of say, why did I die? Because I wasn't undercover. I mean, if you're going 15 and 15, well, maybe try to eliminate some of your deaths in 8 and 4, 9 and 3, and you'll start to see your gameplay improve if you can start to evaluate why you're dying. Here I have my shotgun out. I should have my Uzi out because he's out of range here, so I'm using the wrong weapon, and that's why I die. Some deaths you just can't explain. So hopefully these tips help. Until next time.